15th ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And he throws. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He's open on the right. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Complete on the comeback. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zips it out to his man. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll throw it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Ready. 22.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll run in the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
receivers after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets...
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers are on the move. Might be calling a hot route.
Let's get that touch. Come on, set.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Soft spot in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Quarterbacks and receivers.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Rushes on him. Flips it out on the screen. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Boilermakers have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The give to the back. And he waltzes in to score. Touchdown, Boilermaker! A quick strike, just as we expect. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on 4th down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming up the field.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to the running game. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working on the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Everybody lined up. Quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Going downfield Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A field goal attempt from here will be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rips it inside the 10. Touchdown, UNC. In the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.